But yo, what is up, guys? We're here showcasing off the new Elemental Hero Neos Kluger, which is going to require you to have Elemental Hero Neos plus Yubel, but since we do have that new Link monster, it's going to make things much easier, aka the Predaplant Verte Anaconda. But anyways, the card is actually pretty good. You see his opponent is using this. I feel like most fusion decks will be utilizing this card. You do have to play 2,000 life points, which is a hefty amount, but I mean the effect is good. You do also kind of leave yourself vulnerable to taking a lot of damage. But the Elemental Hero Neos Kluger actually does quite a bit of stuff. Oh, he cheekied him with a Dark Burning Magic, but our Neos Fusion was here to save the day to protect our card. But basically, Kluger over here can actually come right back after he is destroyed. But how he works is, if it battles an opponent's monster, you get to just deal whatever the monster's attack is, you get to deal that to your opponent, and then you get to do whatever damage. So he's just taking all the damage, and he just loses because he activated the Predaplant and lost a bunch of life points. But also, whenever you attack, your opponent is just going to be taking, like, at least going to be taking 3,000 points of damage every single time. Unless there's some crazy monster effect. The guy actually busted out the new Celine too. But we've got a lot of replays here to go ahead and showcase off, so we're just going to go ahead and fire them up. I did watch a few of these, but I haven't seen all of them, so there might be some surprises in here, but we're going to go ahead and swap it to Subasa's perspective. But shout out to my boy Subasa for the deck. This is his build. We'll also talk about little suggestions here because I think the deck is actually not that bad. There are a few cards where I would consider them not too optimal to draw, but because you do happen to have Neo Space Connector over here, you're going to be able to summon that extra card. And if you decide to go ahead and play the Aqua Dolphin can get rid of those cards that you just don't really need in your hand, right? But this guy goes ahead and, once again, is using the Anaconda. This is just a really popular card. And he's going to go ahead and make a Starving Venom first turn. I don't really know why. Flare Metal is actually pretty nasty turn one a lot of times. And that is simply due to the ability to just go ahead and start burning your opponent, especially if they, you know, activate any effects of like Destrudo early on. This could just win games. And since he was at low life points, he could just attack and you're taking minimum 3,000 points of damage every single time. And if they do get rid of this card, something does happen, and you guys will see that in the next duel up over here. So we saw it versus like some type of, I don't know if I want to call it like a dragon build, but a Dragoon? Well, it had like the Link, but whatever. We'll call it like some dragon variant deck, right? But we also have Neos Fusion activated once again. And that's just a really easy way to summon it. Again, you're going to require Neos and Yubel to actually summon it. The point of a bunch of these newer boss monsters that recently came out in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is to be able to actually, it's combining like the hero and the villain's monster together, which I think is a really cool idea. Like it is like the ultimate boss monster here. So he's going to go ahead and attack. He's just going to go ahead and, again, minimum 3,000 points of damage if the monster isn't attacked. You know, we got the Hummingbird healing up. This card can actually come in clutch with time, and also, like, there are very little Neospatian cards that you'll actually want to play. I mean, my favorite one is Grand Mole, but for the longest time, Grand Mole at 1 was like a joke, right, in the community. So he was going to pop everything, but like I said, this card does get effect, and it gets its effect. Let me double check on this. So when, whenever the, where is it? If this card leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect while its owners control it, you can special summon one Neos Wiseman from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't get it from the graveyard, so I guess what I was talking about earlier, where like you can draw that and it's kind of bad. At the end of the day, you can still summon it, right? But anyways, this card has an effect where, well, I'm not going to go over its summoning condition because we're going to summon it a different way, but it has an effect where it cannot be destroyed by card effects, and at the end of the damage step, this card battled an opponent's monster, you get to inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of that monster it battled, and you gain life points equal to that monster's defense. So, pretty much, it has almost the same effect as the other guy, but it doesn't, like, bring out that card. So, if you get out this card and you get the effect once, this card comes out and gets the effect again, and he disrespected him, getting another copy of Elemental Hero Neos Kluger here. But I want to go ahead and show you guys a bunch of the matchups versus a variety, so you guys can kind of see how the deck can play. Actually, I do want to check out these plays because I like to know what it can do against certain matchups. But also, first turn going ahead and using that favorite hero card. This is another one of New York. Oh my gosh, he just smacked it for 6,000 points of damage. So this card makes it so 5 or higher. It gains attack equal to its defense. So we got a 6,000 attacking monster, and he can't attack into it. If he attacks into it, he just straight up loses, right? So he's going to go ahead and pop, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and utilize that next. It gets negated anyways. But he's going to go in. Oh, he loses out on the favorite hero card, but still has that small amount of boost over there. He's going to go ahead and summon Nios Wiseman. So pretty much, if Nios Wiseman attacks anything, you just inflict damage to your opponent. Oh my gosh. Nios Wiseman, dude, reading is hard. That was a pretty spicy play. It's probably because he didn't read the card. He's like, well, whatever. Just what is this? Just a troll card, right? No, it's actually not that bad. Like I think it's potentially something that is not that cheesy. We are showcasing off a bunch of the newer cards, so I don't know how I honestly feel about like favorite hero. I already mentioned it when I first saw this card. But this card does have another effect where if it destroys the come on, if I can mouse right in between the card. Okay, it does have the effect where when the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can send this card to the graveyard, and I think the monster can attack like again, right? Make a second attack on another monster. So basically, it does really support the archetype. We're gonna also see a Brave Neos over here, so he's gonna send that graveyard, so he's gonna attack again. And then whenever this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you get to add one spell trap from your hand or deck that specifically lists Neos. And then he's gonna go right into Kluger. So this is mirror match over here. It's just basically battle of the Neos, but like he can't really do anything because whenever he battles, he just loses out to this. And if he gets rid of this card, he still has to deal with the Wiseman that comes out. So at the end of the day, it's just not looking too good. He's going to be able to draw some cards. He does negate the effect of it, but oh, he got 9,000 attack. Negates its effects, but you know, again, he's reading out that Wiseman. And reading is hard. How come no one reads? You are playing the deck, my dog. Oh my gosh, yo, if you saw that troll part in the video, drop a like on this video, because that was hilarious, dude. Like, you're playing the deck and you lost to the own effect. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on. I like these duels though, because again, it's always good sometimes to play a deck that like, nobody reads sometimes. People will be like, what the heck does that do? They'll just like ignore what your card effects do because they think, oh, that deck is trash. But like, surprise, you didn't read, it's your fault, right? Technically. So he's going to go ahead and attack, and he's just going to go ahead and lose out. And this card, I guess it can't be destroyed by battle, or what is it? After damage calculation, whatever it battles, it you can special summon a Predator Plant monster, okay, from your deck. And so he goes ahead and gets rid of that card. But again, Nios Wiseman going to be coming out, and that's going to be another set of damage. Oh, he's going to go ahead and activate that! But he activates it on the Hero Neos, or did he activate it on that? I didn't get to see. So he's going to go ahead and lose out. Oh, he's just crashing. So he just burns his opponent for game. That's troll, man. I love it. Dude, this card is going to be very difficult to deal with because you basically have to deal with double cards. Now, I don't think the monsters themselves really protect themselves at all. They're just more like, okay, attack into me, see what happens, bro. So I think if you could maybe... I'm trying to think of what cards make it so they can't target the card. You maybe need to run like... obviously, Impermanence is great in every single deck, so he's going to go ahead and proc that effect. That effect gets negated, but he's going to still be able to deal some damage. Because I think it's a quick effect. You get to negate the activation if it is activated. Okay, so that's kind of cool. What that effect was actually activated. A lot of times that effect never gets to see play. But he's going to go ahead and summon a bunch of monsters. But once he gets rid of this, again, you have to basically get rid of two. Ooh, he's going for the Trisbania over here. But once that leaves the field, again, the boy's coming out, and he's going to go ahead and lose out on that. But is it the standby phase the card comes back? Okay, next standby phase. So he's going to go ahead, and everything's going to go ahead and go away. Sunriser, ooh! And he's going to go ahead, and he's just making the card again. The poor guy getting trolled over here. Like, he's going to go ahead and summon that card back, and he's going to hopefully summon another monster. He's going to... No one reads this card, dude! Oh my gosh, he was like, yo, I got 5k attack! Dude, this is great, dude. I love it. And I think after this video, a lot of people will actually understand. Dude, this is like the ultimate card against people that do not know how to read. In fact, I was going to start a new series on my channel called, like, Reading is Hard, and this would definitely fall under the category, but I got another separate video already planned for that. I wanted to... It's kind of like low-rated duelist, but it's just like... when people don't read their cards, or technically their opponent's card. But I think it's funnier when they don't read their own cards, which this duel, you guys saw the other guy was playing the Nios Kluger himself, and he just never utilized it at all. But he's going to go ahead and get that pot of green. He's got the 6-and United. Alright, are we going to make the Shein? That is the real question. Alright. He's even got the, this card's actually pretty good against pendulums. Like, no lie, this card just trolls pendulums. Like, you get one per turn, you just go ahead and pop the other one. Okay, this guy he's going off. He's going to go ahead and try to pop it, but it's going to go ahead and get saved. And Shogun Sheen going to get pranked once again. He loses his monster, but Wiseman does come out indeed. And at this point, it's game. Like, you got to make something right now to get rid of Wiseman. And he doesn't do it, so we already know it's game. Like, hold on. Let me check his extra deck. I mean, you could have made something at least. Let's see. What does he have as options? He would have, like, what is Scrap Dragon at? Actually, none of these are tuners, right? It's been a while since I like reread all the Sabrits. The only one I remember is like Kagemusha and Kagemusha is the only tuner, right? Does he have any outs to this? I feel like he just decks and he just gets trolled again. And we healing up because why not? So that's pretty good. And you know what I think is interesting with this deck too is even if you run into time, you have that ability to potentially heal up. So we're going to be playing against Sleeper Books. No, wait, it's not Sleeper Books. This is Endymion, which I actually think is a pretty decent competitive deck. But if you leave no monsters past, you know, our boy Dark Magician might come out with no monsters left on the field. You guys already know what happens. All right, so we're going to see that King of the Swamp, Ripper running King of the Swamp. But we've got Next over here. So this one kind of helps out. Lets you get out some of the monsters that are not the greatest, you know. But it's any number of different monsters. So he's going to go ahead and activate that and get out a Neo. So he can go ahead and maybe try to survive here. Oh, Secret Village is activated. That could be devastating. Let's see if he's able to kind of come back from that. But he's going to be able to attack over that. So go ahead and go for 3 counters, and then he's going to go attack right into that. Unfortunately, Neos is just not strong enough. Oh, but with the boost, he is indeed. And we got to activate all of our stuff right now. Go! It is your time to go ahead and make Brave Neos. Okay, so this is when this card destroys an opponent's monster in battle, you get add a spell trap that lists Neos. So he needs that effect right now. So you can go ahead and go for that, and go for a Jackal, and attack over that and pass. Okay, I was wondering why he didn't. 5 or higher here once, yeah, why not, right? I just feel like holding that card in your hand when he's got Secret Village might not be the smartest. And once you summon this, I feel like if your opponent's top decking, it's game over. But he's got 6,000 attack. There's no way he's coming back. I mean, even if he pops the field, he still gets that other monster. You know, now he's going for his big boy play. He's going for Electrum, popping that. You know, unfortunately, he has to pop his own card, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Let's get Rich or Die trying right now. So he's going for his big boy plays. Summoning the card. He's going to go ahead and pop. I'm sorry. Did he activate something that can't pop him or something? Oh, does this make it so like it can't be targeted? No, I don't know. He didn't target it. Whatever. It didn't matter. He's just like whatever. He just can't deal with it. He made Odd Eyes pass. I don't know. There's someone rage quitting over there. Alright. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out. What the heck is this? Oh, Tindangles. You know, I honestly haven't seen anyone play these. I got a mouse over this. You can see when the card is blank, that means that I don't have that in my cache data. So literally no one has played whatever Tindangle card that is. But I don't think I've seen Tindangles in a long time. In fact, like the only, I think, flip deck that's like kind of viable is like Guru Control. Alright, see that Neos Fusion, and once again, so attack. What is that face down? It just takes 2,200 points of damage. And then we've also got the Hound. So let's see what actually happens, because I don't know what to do in this matchup. Like, I would be super confused. I'd have to sit there for half an hour and read every effect, but we hit that 10-minute ad rev easy against that deck. So he's going to go ahead and attack. Wow, what the heck, dude? He just took 5,500, and you guys already know with Wiseman, that's a GG. Why didn't you go into something? Oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, I don't know what like some of these other cards do, but I felt like he needed to deal with that because Wiseman just into literally anything. That's game. So he's gonna go ahead and special him Tindangles, but unless he's gonna flip effect, do something, it doesn't matter because it's game over. Wow, good stuff. Again, a lot of people aren't reading the card. I don't know if he actually had an out to it, but here's up against True Draco. I know a lot of people have been liking True Draco ever since the new list, obviously. Oh gosh, that was an unfortunate demise, my doggy. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Alright, Neo's coming out. He has none of the floodgates. What he's got? The Monarchs Erupt. I mean, the card doesn't get the effect while it goes through. And most of the cards are having a pretty decent attack in the first place. So you can go ahead and pop, but Fusion Reserve is going to go ahead and be activated. So you can be able to add one of the cards listed. He's going to go ahead and add. Did he add Versatility? My man, I like that card. He run the good artwork too. But again, I think we're also showcasing off some of the new cards just to show them off. But the equip card, it can be cool, right? Wait, can you only equip it to a warrior, that new card, or is it a hero monster that you equip it to? I gotta double check on that. Alright, so he's gonna go ahead and activate that effect, and he's gonna go ahead and take a bunch of damage, but Draconic Diagram is going to protect him. Where the heck did that card go? It's that equip card. Oh, it's not Generation Next, and he just lost out. Okay. Well, I want to double check on that card really quick, and then we have Sky Strikers as our last duel, but I want to double check. Is it only equipped to a hero monster, wherever it is? No, it's not that one. Oh, there it is. Favorite hero. 5 or higher hero monster. Okay. Yeah, okay. This would be a target for it. Easy. But I guess with this card you can just swing twice in OTK, but I feel like it already does the job pretty well. But anyways, we've got the Predaplant out. We've got the Dragon of Red Eyes. Alright, so that's going to go ahead and negate and pop. This is basically, what is it? Gosh, I'm going to mess with this card. And then during your main phase, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Okay. Oh, it's like up to the number of like vanillas or something used for it, right? We'll do separate showcasing on that one as well. He's going to go ahead and go for Gravity and then make Gravity Controller. Okay, Vortex Dragon. I'm going to be sending that back, but you already know it doesn't even matter. You're going to go ahead and bring out this card anyways. He's going to add Dark Magician to his hand. He's going to go ahead and attack and just take a bunch of damage. Oh my gosh, you done goof. Why would you do this? Oh, who's saying, yo, I'm going to shuffle this card back, but it still doesn't. Reading is hard, boys. I'm telling you. This is the new thing. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long video. Because we still got to do the deck profile, but this is the final duel over here. I just wanted to see what would happen, because some of these duels were pretty entertaining. Mostly the times where the opponent would prank themselves. But it went ahead and there can only be one pass. It doesn't really matter. I think most of the time there's only going to be one anyways. All you need is that Neos Kluger. He's going to go and pop it, and Wiseman is going to come back. He's going to go ahead and Afterburner. And, oh, this card cannot be destroyed? By card effects. Reading is hard, guys. Wow, dude. Another guy that does not read cards. Alright, let's go ahead and attack right into it. He's going to go ahead and take a massive amount of damage. Oh, but this card is increasing that card's attack. And he's going to go ahead and activate. There can only be one. And he's going to go ahead and just take a bunch of damage. And that's going to be really close to game. But he's going to go ahead and engage. And you already know Catch Copy is going to be activated. And after that, that Neos Fusion is being re-added. So, like, this card itself just becomes instantly, you're taking 3,000 points of damage. And I'm going to bring out another monster that's more likely going to make you take at least 3,000 more. and you're going to heal up, so that's going to be really, really good. He negated his own card effects. Oh, does this have to target an effect monster? Hold on, I got to read that card. Did he reset it? Yeah, he did. Target one face-up effect monster. Hey, dude, reading is hard, dude. Sky Striker player getting wrecked by himself. And he just was like, dude, he can't Widow Anchor. Oh, that's good stuff. Yo, shout out once again to my boy Subasa for the deck. But here is indeed the build for you guys. Like I said before, I think that we're just utilizing some of the newer cards here. I might not recommend, again, favorite here. I think it's like a win harder card. Most of the time you guys saw, once he busts out the Kluger like twice, it's game over anyways. This is... it could be maybe like a dead card at the end of the day. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into the deck profile. So 3 copies of Neos is just alternate artwork. Then we got the Sparkman, Bershinatrix, Avian, 2 copies of Wiseman, 2 copies of Ubel, 1 copy of Honest Neos, 2 copies of Space Connector, 2 copies of Bubbleman, 1 copy of Dark Panther, 1 Grandmal, 1 Hummingbird, from Flame Scarab. It's just for that variety for like the rest of the cards. But then we got E-Call. Yo, where's the Aqua Dolphin? That's like the coolest one, man. Alright, but E-Call, we got Rhoda, Here Lives, 3 copies of Neos Fusion, literally what runs the deck. We got 3 copies of Poly, 2 copies of Miracle Contact, 2 copies of Skydive, Scorcher. You target it here, and then you're gonna pop cards. Destroy many monsters with a higher attack than that monster. So you just summon a weak monster, pop a bunch of things. It's pretty dirty, but pretty much this is like the star of the deck. Anyways, we got Miracle Fusion, which actually did come up as 2 Super Polys, deal with boards, and then 2 copies of Generation Next, 2 copies of Favorite Hero, New Space, 2 copies of Skyscraper, 2 copies of Fusion Reserve, and 2 copies of Next. Honestly, I think we cut it down to 40. I would drop some like the more obscure cards, but like Generation Next, I mean, if with like you could even run Upstart if you really wanted to utilize this, because you can search for pretty much whatever you need in the deck. It's mostly the thing that you want is, of course, this card. This is what you want at the end of the day. I guess you can run Future Fusion too, but I think it's usually going to be too slow at the end of the day for most plays. But anyways, with the extra deck, we have the Predaplant, Tribe, we got the Nebula Neos, 2 copies of Kluger, 1 copy of Flare Wingman, Escoriedad. This is basically for the Super Poly. Ab-Zero, Air Neos, Brave Neos, Sunriser, which is a new card. Then we got the Flame Wingman and extra driver, Noble Knight, and of course the Predaplant. But pretty much, and this is like the card that I like the most. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile and the trolling that went on with the opponent. Basically, the opponent was trolling themselves over here against Neos Kluger. But if you guys enjoyed checking out Neos Kluger and you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on really cool Yu-Gi-Oh decks. And shoutouts once again to my boy Subasa for hooking up with these plays. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.